Smells fresh. A little bit like sheep, but that's good because that's what we're here to talk about. This amazing Noughts and Crosses knitted wool jacket made for us right here in the Scottish borders. This area has deep roots in hand Intarsia knitting, a method that allows the knitter to inlay beautiful and complex patterns seamlessly into a garment's design. The Noughts and Crosses knitted wool jacket is the product of this centuries-old craft, and we've come up here to Scotland to show you how it's made. The first step, we're going to head up to the small town of Innerleithen, which if you're a mountain biker you might know for all its trails. There, we're going to pop in to visit Linda, who is one of the few remaining hand Intarsia knitters in the Scottish borders. Using her wall chart as a guide, Linda works her way through the pattern, row by row, gradually introducing the white threads to create the Noughts and Crosses pattern. It's a real craft of focus and dexterity, but one that risks being lost to history as the last generation of knitters retire. So you were saying earlier that it's only yourself and one other knitter that's doing Intarsia in Innerleithen.
In Innerleithen, but the other knitter, he's going to be retiring next year, so... And there's very few in the borders. I think maybe another 2 or 3. That's about it. I'm 57 now, so if I'm the youngest probably around that's still knitting. 8 or 9 years I'm going to be finished. There was about 5 or 6 mills in Innerleithen years ago. For the size of the town, it was the main employment. There was about 500-600 people worked in the mill. So the effect that it had on the community and financially for all the families. So that's me finished in Intarsia bit. So waste yarn. So the ladies, the linker, you can see where the garment finishes. Nothing worse than having a colour that's close. Take the weights off. You have your side weights. Nah, they ones are a bit heavier for
the holding the whole thing down. Yeah. That's the sound it makes when it's finished. 2 front panels, 2 sleeves, the back, 2 pockets and the collar, all knitted and ready to be linked together. It's time to leave Linda and head to the next stop on our borders journey. We're now at Hawick at Teviot Knitwear, who are going to finish this amazing wool jacket for us. So let's go inside and see what happens next. Each of the jacket's individual pieces are joined together using a linking machine. It takes years of practice and a good eye to lay each of the stitches on the needles. How did you know that that was the part to put it on?
See how there's it's like a shaping?
Oh yeah.
So Linda puts that shape in there, so that's how I know where to start.
She's left a clue.
And that's your sleeve on.
Oh wow, there we go, look at that. Once everything is linked, the jacket is put through the wash. This removes the oils from the yarn that are added to aid the knitting process.
This is it after washing.
You can see that.
You can see the difference in the stitch. After it's been washed, what we're doing now is we're going to start putting the strap down the front. Yeah? So basically we do the same of that, both sides. Yeah, there and there. Put the buttonholes in, and obviously you've got pockets as well. And then the collar on. Most of the work, as you can understand, is in the knitting. The process is time consuming, but the end product is like nothing else. The whole thing for me is just to keep it alive. Hand Intarsia concept for us is really exciting. and we don't want to lose it.
Can you tell me about the yarn?
It's called Guernsey wool. It's frangipani Guernsey wool. It's a gentleman in England that only makes it in smallish batches.
Okay.
So he's never got a lot in stock. I mean, it's a British wool, and that helps the whole concept of keeping everything British.
Yeah.
And again, when it comes to basically caring for it, it's just a gentle hand wash basically and lay flat to dry. So, you know, quite easy to care for as well. Yeah. This isn't really a jumper, it's an outerwear piece.
Well, we're calling it a jacket.
Well, it is, it's a jacket.
It's a jacket.
And
a knitted jacket.
So at the end of the day, you know, someone's actually buying a knitted jacket. So in terms of, you know, how much it's costing, you know, they're getting a good jacket for that. So, you know, it works.
It does.
It works.
We appreciate you and what you're doing.
No, well, as I say, you know, the longer we can keep it going, and the longer, obviously, you know, people like Courtney Co buy in to this story and help us keep it going, then, you know, the better for everybody.
We're really proud of this jacket. It's a celebration of what can be achieved when creativity, heritage, and the determination to try all come together and align. This is quite a heavy duty jacket because it's really thick, really heavy, and we're only having 25 of these made. So if you want one, you really got to pull your finger out and get one. Now there's a van, another car and a wagon. Right, here we go. Fresh air. Smells a little bit like sheep.